Hello there, I have created this Tic Tac Toe pouch. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos. I have over 500 sewing and quilting tutorials. This pouch has the game board on one side, and on the other side is your storage pouch to place all of your buttons and maybe a scorecard if you wanted to do a little notebook inside, which you totally can do. So what do we need to make this Tic Tac Toe pouch? The main body of the Tic Tac Toe pouch is going to be 6 inches wide by 14 inches long, and that is going to be your main part of your pouch, the inside of your pouch, and a piece of batting. The ribbon is 3/4 of an inch wide. Don't go any bigger, but you can go narrower, and it's 5.5 inches long, and I've turned them over. So there is, I've hid the raw edges, so that's inclusive of the 5.5. 10 buttons, 5 of each colour. Strip of binding, 2 inches by 54 inches. You're also going to need 1 3/4 of Velcro. The first thing I did was marked out my ribbon placement on my main piece of fabric. You're going to start 3.5 inches from one end, and you're going to start marking your ribbon placement. Once you've turned them edges in, your ribbon is going to be 4 inches in length. So I'm just going to place them down here and show you what I did. I wanted a 1-inch space for the actual places that you place your buttons on. I think this might be a bit too short. I'll check it, or this is too long. But your ribbons are going to be about 4 inches in length, and then you're going to have a 1 inch for the square for the button. So because my ribbon was 3/4 of an inch width, I marked out how wide my ribbon was. So this is the markings for going across, and these are the markings for going down. So you would do 1 inch square, 3.25, 1 inch square, 3.25, 1 inch square, 3.25, basically. So you'll start up with a 5.5 inch ribbon, then you're going to fold over the raw edges so it measures at 4 inches, and then you can cut off whatever the excess is. Place one of your ribbons over the placement of the Tic Tac Toe pouch, and then you can pin into place. When pinning into place, make sure you're pinning in the direction that you are going to be sewing, so you can easily remove that pin. I am also going to place that batting section underneath. I'm going to use a zigzag stitch to secure that into place. I'm just going to use a white polyester in the top of my thread, some bobbin thread, and a 9014 Microtex sewing needle. I took a stitch forward and then back, and then I'm just going to continue on attaching this ribbon into place. And always take your pins out. That's my first ribbon attached. I'm going to do the second ribbon for the Tic Tac Toe pouch, and just make sure that you're doing the same side first, because you don't want to kind of like create an overlap just yet. You need to get these two down first. I'm going to take back to my sewing machine and do another zigzag, sticking the next Tic Tac Toe line down. So this is when you can start to overlap. So that is your grid for your Tic Tac Toe pouch. It's basic applique. So now we are going to create the fold for the pouch. You're going to mark 5 3/4 from the other end. This is the top, this is the bottom. So when you fold it over, it's going to look like that. So just create 2 marks. I used a friction pen. You can basically place a mark and you can iron them out. Open it back up and get the other side of your fabric and place that over the top of the batten. Now fold this end in half, because basically I just want to find a center. And at this corner here, not the ends that we marked, the opposite end, we are just going to cut a little semicircle with a pair of scissors through all of the layers. This is just going to create a little curve in the pouch. Once you have cut your curve, you can open it back up and it's going to be symmetrical. Just pin everything into place so it doesn't move. At the bottom of the pouch, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold it in half, but I'm not going to take too much of a curve off. I'm just going to do a slight curve at the bottom. We want to attach our Velcro section. So what we are going to do here is taking one section of the Velcro and also making sure you're picking up a piece of this batten. You are going to place your Velcro down. Your Velcro is going to be at least 1 inch down from this part of the pocket. You're going to take this away and you're going to attach it to both the external and the batten down. So pin down that Velcro section. The Velcro piece in place, you're going to stitch all the way around the Velcro. And then you're going to crisscross. Once you've sewn that into place, you can flip that other layer back up. Oh, it dropped off actually. This is what it's going to look like. And it's going to close like that. So the next part of the Velcro is going to be 2 1/4 from the top here. So you're going to pin that into place, and this part of the Velcro is going to go then onto the internal part of our pouch. So where I'm going to take the batten piece and the inside piece here, and I'm going to pin this into place. Then I'm going to sew this Velcro section on like we did before. Just make sure that that external part is folded back, because you don't want to attach it to all the layers. If you've got anything like this going on where the batten has been pushed outside of where the fabric is, make sure you just cut it and just have it so it's all lined up once again. Open it out, and I'm going to take my binding section, making sure I have a little bit of overage, and I'm going to start at one side and go all the way around. When it comes to the ends, I'm going to take the first one and I'm going to overlap it and cut off the excess. And I am going to sew all the way across and then overlap the other side and cut off that excess. Now we can flip the whole binding over We're going to fold it in half and then fold over again, creating a nice binding. If it's not laying flat, you just need to go over to your iron and just press it out just a little bit. It does flatten out eventually. Take it over to the sewing machine and stitch into place. Take your pouch back over to the iron and press it out once again. Now from this position, you're going to fold it up and you're going to fold it over and you're going to match where that Velcro is. So you're going to close it up. And then you're going to clip it at each side. Fold it over and check that your board is still intact, which it is. Then open it back up and you're going to stitch just along here and here. Now fold it over, take to the iron and press because you want this to stay flat. You're going to take your buttons, and that is your storage pouch for the Tic Tac Toe. And you now have your game board on the other side. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next video. Bye bye.